Today, all over the news, people have been talking, Android lovers have been flaming that the 6 Plus is bending really easily. There was a video by Unbox Therapy that came out showing him actually bend the phone by pushing it, and it bends. If anybody is surprised by that, good for you, but that does not surprise me. I also would not try to fit a phone this huge in skinny jeans or suit pants without probably getting a more rigid case on it. That's just my opinion, because anybody who's held this phone knows it's paper thin, and that's a trade-off. When you start getting super thin and using ultralight materials, guess what you sacrifice? Rigidity, and you're also sacrificing strength. So that is one of the trade-offs, and it's a trade-off that I don't mind, because I'm not wearing super tight jeans or tight jeans in general, or fitting jeans to the point that I have to force a phone down in my pocket, and it makes a big imprint when I've actually got the phone in my pocket. I'll show you guys what I mean, so bear with me. Let me get this tripod to work and come over here and I can show you. So here are the jeans that I'm wearing right now, and let me tilt down just a bit to kind of give you a better angle. Here are the jeans that I'm wearing right now, and here's the 6 Plus. It's a large phone. These are standard Tommy Hilfiger jeans I like the most. Let me pull them up. They fit me pretty well. They're not super saggy. They're not super loose, but I've got crotch space, good pocket space, and my waist is right here. I don't have my belt on right now, so I generally wear them probably about that much higher, but I don't have a belt. This is just for demonstration purposes. But when I drop my phone in my pocket, and I normally drop it with the earpiece and the camera down, here it goes, and look, it just disappears. You can see it because I'm lifted up, but if I hold my leg normal, you can't even make out the phone. These are my normal kinds of jeans and khakis that I wear on a day-to-day basis. And I'm not a fat guy, I'm not a skinny guy. I weigh about 190 pounds, and I probably could get in a little bit better shape. I got a little bit of a belly going on, but I'm working on that. But the point is that the phone fits no problems. You can't even see it in a normal pair of pants. Now, if I want to wear some skinny jeans, look what happens. I mean, the tighter jeans, you start to see a bulge, like how you doing. And guess what? This muscle is really strong, especially when you bend it and put pressure up against pants. My wife in particular, she doesn't wear her pants super tight, but she wears them tighter. I can't even get my finger in there when she starts to, that's what she said, when she starts to sit down. It gets really, really tight, and the jeans get really tight. So that mixed with heat and that constant barrage of pressure will probably cause something that has less structural integrity to start to bend. Anybody knows that. That's just the way aluminum or light metals work, especially when they're this thin. If you really start to put the press on it, it's gonna bend, and that's just how it goes. I haven't had that issue because, again, I wear normal jeans and I drop it in and I sit and ride with this thing in the car, and I sit in class and other places with it, no problems, and I don't anticipate any problems. I'm getting the case because I like to number one, show you guys different cases, but also I just don't like a naked case because I'm scared more so than anything that I'm going to scratch the aluminum, and I don't want to do that because, in my opinion, it may or may not hurt my resale, and I upgrade iPhones or whatever smartphone at least once a year. If you put a lot of stress on it, and if you even look at the Unbox Therapy video, he actually has a little shake in his hand as he's trying to bend it. He's trying to maliciously bend it on purpose to show you. Should it been that easy? A phone that you just spent $400 or $500 for? Probably not, but you have to understand the materials used. And if you understand the materials used, you get what's going on. That's why Samsung and some of the others go with plastic. There is a trade-off for premium feel, lightweight materials, and droppability with both. But I'm happy with this particular fit and finish. I'm happy with the design. To be honest, I wish it were just slightly smaller. I wish they could figure a way, and hopefully they will, to integrate the camera and the speaker slightly to shave about that much off the top. But overall, otherwise, fingerprint scanner works pretty much flawlessly every time. Phone works great. I'm very, very, very happy with the device, and I have not experienced the bending that is now being called bendgate. So I just wanted to let you guys know that up front. And to all the Android folks out there, particularly it seems like the Samsung folks, there seems to be a growing inferiority complex there, and just needs to stop. Samsung makes great stuff. They make a great phone. They make all kind of great products, and it's fine. But it's almost infuriating to certain fans out there that are bad fans or are bad users of the products, that Apple or other companies get more attention than they get on certain fronts. The Note 4 is going to come out in a couple weeks. It is not going to sell 10 million phones, period. Live with it. It's okay. Same thing when the Galaxy S6 or whatever the hell they call it comes out. There's probably not going to be a line to pre-order. I'm probably going to walk right into Best Buy and purchase it, because I do plan on hopefully getting the Note 4, because I like that particular brand of Android, just at least for testing. And there's not going to be a line. You know, Samsung quietly sells their phones, they move their units, and they have a great product. But there's just such a pure hatred for really no reason for Apple, because you either A, can't afford their products, B, don't agree with their pricing, C, just don't like them, or D, have never tried them and have a preconceived notion that they're worse off. And I get so sick of this whole there's no innovation, and I get so sick of this whole my HTC One. Who do you think had a metal phone first? The first iPhone was metal with a rounded back. The very first one. Go back and do your research. Then they went to plastic. Then they went to glass and metal. Then they went back to metal. And they had the 5C, which was a disaster in my opinion. I don't think they should have went all plastic on it. But I'm not king of the world. Point being is that while Apple wasn't the first phone to have a touchscreen interface, they did it first best. So that really doesn't have anything to do with innovation. I've explained it. I'm going to explain it again. Innovation comes in multiple forms. It can be in tweaking an operating system. It can be in having a strong ecosystem. It can be in better internals. It can be in better LCD or OLED technology. It doesn't have to be, I don't know what I think the expectation is that Apple come out with some shit that you go woo, and the phone appears and you type what you need to type and it hologram and poof, there's a person there to make people happy. I just don't understand what it is that they're expecting to be different. There's only so much stuff you can do with a smartphone. Just because Apple isn't blowing your mind, don't think that they're not innovating. And frankly, they're innovating enough to sell to their buyers, and that's all that matters. The people that they want to reach, they're obviously reaching. They sold 10 million units, and they would have sold more if they would have had more available. So don't think that, don't get upset because another company is doing well that you don't particularly agree with. And don't hate on the company or dislike them because you haven't tried them or you have some preconceived notion. Android is good. Windows Phone is good. I just like Apple because I think it's better for me, and I'm so vested in the ecosystem. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section, because I just think it's so important to do this video, because it's really sad when you look at the comment sections of people that just bash Apple stuff and bash how people wait in line for iPhones, but the same people bashing that will go wait in line for Xbox or a midnight release for a game or a PlayStation. It's just really odd to me, but there is a lot of Apple hate. There's also obviously a lot of love. Like I said, they sold 10 million phones this last weekend. 10 million phones in 3 days. Ridiculous. Filthy nasty. But they did it, and it's cool, and it is whatever. But, you know, stop bashing, like what you like, and move on. Nobody cares. It's like, even on my Facebook feed, all of my Android friends have to constantly tell me why Apple sucks and point out every little flaw with Apple. And if I hear this phone looks like the Samsung Galaxy Note 2 from 2012, I bet that phone didn't sell like this phone did. And that's all that matters. You know, in Apple's case, it's just like in the game. People can say what they want to say, but when you point to the scoreboard, that's all that matters. And when you look at the scoreboard, Apple's winning. Just like Charlie Sheen said, winning, and it is what it is. Like it or not like it, it's just the fact of the matter. And you know, who's to say that they'll stay on top? Nobody ever does forever. But right now, they have a great fan base and loyalist installation that they've built over a lot of years, and it pays off for their products. People show up. People wait in line for weeks. That's what they do, because it's not just what you get initially with Apple, it's also the support after the fact. If this phone has an issue today, I can walk in an Apple store anytime in the next 12 months, and as long as it's not any negligence on my part, any gross negligence, I can pretty much walk out with another iPhone, no problem. I've done it 2 or 3 times, done it with an iPad, because they're not perfect. They have issues, but the customer service has been magnificent. Same thing with my MacBook Pros. And that's why a lot of people like Apple, because they can pick it up. My mom, she likes it, and she'll tell you straight up, it just works for her most of the time for what she wants to do. She wants to play her game. She wants to FaceTime with the grandkids. Perfect. At the end of the day, Apple's like this. Bad publicity, good publicity, all publicity is good publicity. So you're not doing nothing but hyping their products that much more when you sit out there and bash them. So I guess Apple's saying thank you. Anyway, let me know what you think in the comment section. I'm enjoying the phone. Best phone experience that I've had so far, because I get the best of both worlds, and I'm happy they finally decided to do this. I was afraid at first that they weren't. Happy that they did, and so far it's been a blast, and no bend gate for me. It's been working fine, still straight as an arrow, sit straight, camera's awesome, beautiful device. Stay tuned for my full review. It'll be coming out in another week or so. I just want to make sure that I'm fully comfortable with it and make sure that everything works, and make sure that I don't actually experience bend gate. I know this thing has been in my pocket probably about 22 or 23 hours over the last 4 days now. No issues whatsoever. And I don't know, maybe I just got a good one. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. I'm out. Peace.